Are you someone who is experiencing that you have the desired results in any area of your life? Are you somebody who's feeling that at times you are unable to even take actions? So, one, you're able to take actions, you've put in all your efforts, but you do not have the desired results. Or the other case where you feel or you experience the inability to take actions. If you're one of them, then just join in, stay on. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Hi, I'm Aastha Tatia, your happiness coach. And what I'll be talking about today is what stops you from creating the desired results in your life. What are those barriers? What are those blocks? What are those stops? Okay. And what I'm going to talk about today is something that I have shared and I have worked upon with all my coaches in these past 2 years. I would say it is at the core or it is at the foundation of the work that I do. And it is pretty much responsible for all the shift that I have caused in my life. And as we move along, I'm going to share examples from my life as well, where how this approach, how this core has helped me discover my true self. Okay. Now, if this resonates with you and you really want to know what stops you from getting those desired results in your life, then drop in a yes. I would love to see you participate, love to see you and have you here with me. So thank you so much. Great. So here is something that I would want to show you. So a lot of you would have seen this iceberg model, and I'm sorry I'm using my iPad to show you because on mobile I'm unable to share my screen, so you'll have to bear this. Hi Nikhil. Hi Yogesh, welcome. Okay, so you know what happens is in our lives, the area that we focus on is the results. I hope all of you are able to see. So the area that we focus on is this tip of the iceberg, the part of iceberg which is above the surface level of water, and that is the results. So the whole focus is on results. Okay, ye nahi hua, ye ho gaya, this is where I'm struggling. Oh, I was supposed to do this, but I haven't been able to cause the results. Okay, now my results are actually dependent upon my actions or behaviors, right? If I put in actions, if I make efforts, only then will I be able to cause some results. So I understand some of you may have challenge watching this. I just got those comments there, but please bear with me. Okay, so my actions and behaviors are actually responsible, or my results rather depend on my actions or behaviors, right? Now, where are these actions or behaviors coming from? From the thoughts, okay? If I do not get the thought in my mind, will I even go ahead and take that action? Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you for encouraging me. Will I really go ahead and take the action? No. Right? So first the thought comes in my mind. I go ahead, take the actions or demonstrate a behavior, and hence I get the results. Now, where are these thoughts coming from? The thoughts are actually coming from my deep-rooted belief system. Okay, very, very deep-rooted belief systems, which is at the core, who am I? Now, where do I create these beliefs from? How are they formed? So basically, during our upbringing, when we are being brought up, we pick on some of these beliefs. We pick on some of these beliefs from our experiences, the kind of experiences that we've had, from the environment, from what we hear from people, a lot of that. All of these contribute in making or creating our belief systems. And this is who we are at the core. Okay. Hi, Deepika. Welcome. Pleasure to have you. So this is who we are at the core. Now, just to quote you an example, how this really works. If my belief is which actually is true. I discovered my belief all my life was, I am not good enough or I'm not up to the mark. Okay, and I think I've shared in my previous videos. Now, if the belief is I am not good enough, what do you think my thoughts are going to be? One sec, just one sec. Okay, so I'm not using it now. If my belief is that I am not good enough, what do you think my thoughts would be? My thoughts always used to be, will I be able to do this or not? Will I be able to really participate here? No. Will I be able to create the results that I want? No. I don't think I can do it. Trust me, despite all of those accomplishments, all those platforms that I got, throughout, my thoughts used to be, probably I won't be able to do this. Okay, so what I did was, every time what my actions used to be, I would go in a meeting and sit silent. I would be like zipped, won't utter a word, because I don't know, the ideas that I'm sharing or whatever I'm putting forth may not be good enough, right? I'll come out of the meeting at times silent, okay? I step on stage, being an anchor and anchoring, I would step on stage and I'll be thinking, oh, will I be able to do it? Will I be able to really pull off the event? Hi, Ayub. Hi, Papa. Pleasure to see you. So I would just keep doing this. Now, if my actions were, I am not proactively participating, I am always trying to escape being the first one to really put forth my point, I am not speaking what's inside, I may have amazing ideas, but because I am not good enough, I would not use them, I would not speak that out. What was the result? Now, do you think people would really walk up to me? People would really come to me for any kind of brainstorming or any kind of opinion seeking or any kind of conceptualization or, anything new? No, they would not. Probably for them, they would say, oh, Aastha is too sweet, she's too nice. But that was just a way of saying it. And that made me cry. There have been days altogether when I've just cried. I didn't even know this was the pattern back then. This was my belief. This I discovered later. But I had no idea, but I would just cry that I could not speak what I wanted to speak in front of the people where I had so much already there in my mind. Okay, so this is how that belief has an impact. My belief impacts my thoughts impact my actions and behaviors, my actions and behaviors ultimately impact my results. Okay, now all of us typically are focusing on the results. Why didn't I get an X result? The whole focus is on getting that result. And for that result, the focus is also on those actions and behaviors. Oh, if I can change my actions, probably I'll get the result. If I can change a little bit of these actions, oh, the results are going to be absolutely different. So the whole focus is on actions. Lot of times we even look at people, their results, and we try to copy their actions. That, okay, maybe if I can pick on these actions, I'll also get the same results. But my question to you is, does it really happen? Does it really happen? In my experience, I may be able to copy certain actions and produce some results, but it doesn't work. It doesn't really work. Okay? Now, the question is, if I want to shift the results, if I want to cause a shift in that results, which is the top of the iceberg, by pushing the results alone, do you think I can move the iceberg? Really, do you think so? No. So if I have to move the iceberg, it's the base that I need to shift. What we see is only that little portion above the water, but that huge chunk which is underneath water needs to be shifted, needs to be moved if I want to shift the results. And what is that huge base? It's these beliefs. Unless I work on my beliefs, unless the core doesn't change, the results cannot change. If my belief is that my boss, and I just tell me if you're able to relate to this, if my belief is that my boss is a very selfish one, he just doesn't listen to anybody, he's so full of himself, right? what do you think my thoughts are always going to be about him? He would not ever encourage me. Even if I go to him with an idea, right? He always wants to give his 2 cents in everything. His opinion is all that matters. Now, if this is my thought, what do you think my actions are going to be? I would try to escape him all the time. I would not want to walk up to him to share anything. I may not even want to have discussions with him. I may be stressed, frustrated, irritated, working in that scenario. And what do you think are the results going to be? Do you think I'm going to have an amazing relationship with my boss? Do you think my productivity is going to be like, wow, what results I'm causing? That is the impact that these beliefs have. You can relate this whole thing to the personal space also. You can pick any relationship in your life where you do not have the desired results and actually go deep down looking at what are those core beliefs that you have for that person there, right? So that's how the impact is. And just to let you know, one of the things which I've shared with all of you, which has been a miracle in my life, when I was working on my beliefs, which I still do now because this is an ongoing process, one of the deep-rooted beliefs was that I was suffering from claustrophobia. So my belief was that I can never get cured of claustrophobia. It was very severe. And that I will never, ever, I cannot ever enter an elevator or maybe sit on the window seat of an aircraft or, really face any such situation. It was absolutely no for me. So every time the thought that would come to my mind, because beliefs ultimately impact the thoughts. So thought was, oh, I'm going to this X place. I just hope I do not get claustrophobic. I hope I do not get stuck. And what would my actions be? My actions would be, I would be restricted to myself. I would not be completely self-expressed. I would try to escape certain situations. I would even end up crying. And the results were, there was a lot of frustration. On a daily basis, I was, in pain, struggling, crying. That was the impact. But the day I was able to really see that this is nothing but just a belief that was impacting me, I could get rid of my claustrophobia, which was nothing short of a miracle. But all I'm trying to tell you that this brain, it is so powerful. It is, I would say, the whole control that this has on our lives is so huge, it's so massive, we do not even realize. Something happens in our lives and the entire life is governed from the decisions or the beliefs that we create. If you are able to really see in your life any such belief that you are living with, it could be in your professional space, it could be in your personal space, in the area of your health, then do type in a yes. Do type in a yes so that I get to know that you're able to see what these beliefs are. And trust me, if we are able to work on these beliefs, because that's the only way you can really impact your results. If I'm of the belief that I am an introvert, okay, I'm a very shy person, my whole behavior is going to be, maybe I would not want to go and talk to people. I will not enter a Facebook Live and talk to you people like this. Hi guys, how are you doing? I would not do that, right? And then the results are going to be accordingly. Now I look at an extrovert person and I see, oh, this is how he's doing. He prepares a script, he goes there and he talks. I may try to copy that also. But do you really think copying few of his actions, I can come here and talk to you on Facebook Live just the way he's doing? Not possible. Because at the core, my belief is still that I am an introvert. No matter what actions I take, but if at the core I'm feeling I'm an introvert and I can't do it, there's no way I can do it. I will fumble, I will get blank, something or the other will happen, but I will not be able to perform the way I want to. So it's only those beliefs that are at play, and if you dig a little deeper, you'll be able to see in your life what those beliefs are for different people around you, what those beliefs are for situations around you, what the beliefs are for yourself. अपने आप को भी क्या कहते हो? Lot of us have our conversations, all of us have our conversations and beliefs for ourselves. This is who I am. Label कर दिया है खुद को. And वहीं से हम पूरी जिंदगी जी रहे हैं. So, this is what I wanted to share with all of you. This is at the core of any human being. And that's where we are living our lives from. So if you want to cause any change, any shift in your results, you want to cause massive results, and you want to have massive actions there, massive efforts, the only way is to get to the core, to get to the foundation. What is it that is driving me? What is it that's stopping me? What are those limiting beliefs? And then working on those. And working on those is a scientific process. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not as easy to discover those. But once you do that, trust me, you have miracles in your life. Great. To quickly summarize, I started by saying that we're going to talk about, how there are certain things, or what are those things which stop you from creating the results that you want. Do you experience at times inability to take actions? Despite knowing what those actions are, you do not take, right? So if that's the case, then this is exactly what we spoke about today. What are those stops? What are those barriers? What are those pain points, those challenges, right? And that is where I brought for you, I'm sorry I could not really show it well, but the iceberg model, okay? And which was basically your results are dependent on your actions are dependent on your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, those impact your actions. And thoughts actually come from your deep-rooted beliefs, okay? And how, if you really want to cause a shift in your results, which is the top of the iceberg, you really need to get to the beliefs. Identify what those beliefs are, work on them, and that is dismantle those beliefs and then create new pathways, right? And I shared with you a couple of examples in my life, and trust me, these beliefs are not just mere statements, okay? These beliefs are reality. कहने को ये beliefs हैं, but सच्चाई है हमारी जिंदगी की. When I used to think I'm not good enough, that was the biggest truth in my life, which was driving me throughout. And they could be very, very painful at times, right? So very important we look at them and we get on into action and create the results that we want, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you all. And if you really liked it, if you felt, this resonated with you, then please write to me. Please share with me what was it that you saw for yourself. What were some of those beliefs that you could see for yourself? There are n number of them. Trust me, there are n number of them. So do share with me. I would love to hear from you. So thank you, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.